Adapt, improvise, overcome. Is that what we said?
Yeah.
We didn't have, we didn't have all the tools we needed, so we had to improvise. But this looks pretty good. But today we're gonna do setting. We're gonna teach you, Markus, how to set. You're gonna set for me and Earl. Earl is gonna set for you and me, and I'm gonna set for you two. And we each have one wall. I don't know, we're gonna teach you a few things, but I also want you to, I don't know, to be able to set anything you want. And I'm curious to see how hard you think I'll be able to fight, you know?
Probably.
I can either seeing it like, it could either be like impossible, I think. You're just like, oh yeah, you can probably do this, you can probably do this. Or it's gonna be too easy. But you should aim for something right in between. Something that I have to struggle a little bit with, but I managed to do in the end. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
And to have some sort of a plan before you start, you wanna also use kind of similar holds. But we can talk more about that later when we find the holds. Now we have the tools we need, we should go look for holds. Okay, so we need to decide what holds we're allowed to use. We have 6 volumes and we have a lot of different holds. So I think first we should choose the volumes. So whoever, like you have to choose one, and who picks the longest bolt will choose first, and the second longest bolt will choose second, and the shortest will choose last. But that's only for the volumes.
Okay.
In the first round. Okay, you want to go first?
I'll start.
Yeah.
Guess this one.
Oh,
Snap.
So now it's your turn, Markus.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go for this. Oh.
I choose last.
Oh. Okay, so it's me, then Earl, then you.
Earl.
Okay, I'm gonna go for one big and one of the triangles. So those two.
Yeah.
I think I'll take one of the big ones. This one and this one.
That leaves me with these.
Yeah.
Actually, we have to choose walls too. So give me your bolts back. Now you know how they look like.
What is that sound?
Okay, I think we need to fix the ventilation. Okay, so this is for the wall.
Take this one.
The middle one.
Middle one.
What's wrong with you?
Hey!
And I have the little one again.
So this is a kilter wall, and
Yeah.
I think it's 40 or 45.
This is definitely the steepest wall, and it's also the widest wall. It's the Moonborg. This is the least steep,
Yeah, and that's the middle.
and it's the middle.
I think I'll go for the middle wall.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. Earl?
I'll take the kilter wall.
You're not normally supposed to set on these walls. They're gonna be system boards or training boards, but we're gonna take advantage of them and set some boulders on them because they won't have this system ready for another week. So it's like a clean canvas that we can use for setting. And then I'm stuck with, this.
Yeah.
We should have a new selection system when it comes to the holds.
No, it's perfect.
I like this one.
Yeah. I don't think it's a coincidence. You guys see what I'm holding up?
No. Magnus is such a bad loser. Should I go first?
Yeah, just be careful so you don't...
Okay, I'll take this one. Yes.
Oh.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would know.
Earl got the longest. I'll go for this. No, I get the short.
Oh,
Okay.
I get the short one.
Wait.
It's like 3 times in a row.
Earl, you get to choose
Yeah.
the color.
There's actually a lot of good holes here. But I think I'll go for the pink one.
And what you, Markus?
Okay, Earl went with the pink. I'll go for the light green. That leaves the orange or the dark.
I'm gonna go with orange because then I have this guy.
Yeah.
Should I start setting?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've never set before, Markus.
Never.
You've set a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna set first. I'm gonna set one boulder for Earl. We're gonna set 2 problems, but the volumes are on both problems. So on the first problem, I'm gonna think a little bit ahead, and I'm gonna, I don't know, I gotta place these where I can use them also on the second boulder, where it will be natural to use them. And then I try to find like the kind of like similar holds. This is like I would say it's a granite hold. You see how sharp the edges are. So this wouldn't fit well with this. This is rounded and nice, so is this. This is a different kind of hole, so I wouldn't use this and this. I mean, you could, but I just think it looks more pleasing if they're all kind of the same. When it comes to small footholds, I only have these types. So I'm gonna use those, and I would probably use them on the triangles. And also I try to have like some sort of a plan. I'm gonna make a dynamic boulder for Erl. I hope to make like a switch where like you do a dynamic move, and in the same move, you also have to switch the right hand. So you have like two things to think about at the same time. That's what I wanna do, and then I wanna do like a pogo dyno, downwards dyno. It's not allowed in the World Cup. In the World Cup, you're not allowed to dyno downwards, or the route setters are not allowed to set that. But this is not a World Cup, so I'm gonna set that.
Why is that?
It's because it's bad for the shoulders.
Really?
Yeah, when you dyno downwards, there's so much like tension on the shoulders. And then you have, I mean, this is probably new to a lot of you, but there are bolts, so different sizes. So you have like tracks here, and you have to make sure that, I mean, this is a very good size. This bolt would fit perfectly on this hold, but on this hold, it's obviously too short. Like this bolt is too long, because you see you have plenty of room here before the tracks. Like it has to be like this, otherwise you can't screw any further than this, and the hold will be sticking out of the wall. And then in addition to the big bolt, you also want to use a support screw, like a little one, because these can unscrew. So you put a little one just next to it. There's usually, on all the different holes, there's usually a little hole, and that's for a support screw. And that's just to make sure that this hold is in place. Yeah, and these triangles, volumes, on these you use only support screws. So you usually use like 5 or between 5 and 10, depending on how big it is. So I think that was the basic. Right now I have a lot of cool holes to set with. I wish I had more triangles. I also wish my wall was a little bit wider. Well, that was my luck today. I'm just gonna start setting. I'm gonna start setting for Erl. I know his level pretty well because I climb with him often. So I think I'll set something around 7A plus-ish for you.
You can try 7B.
7B?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll set 7B then. You look so weak earlier today,
Yeah.
so
Shut up.
Okay, I'll set 7B then. And also, like the big part of setting is also to try the boulder yourself. Like first you set some sort of like first draft, and then you try it. Today I'm just gonna try it with like normal shoes, and then you try a little bit, and then you do like small adjustments. So usually like I would put a hold on the wall with the bolts first, and then not use the support screw until I'm completely finished, like I know exactly where I want to hold. After doing all the adjustments, then I place the support screw, because it's a pain to like having to take in and out the support screw every time you do a little micro adjustment. I'll start with the first move, and I want like a pretty good hold to start off with, and you have a good foothold, and then as you go for something it's angled a little bit this way, so you can't hold the swing unless you switch the right hand into something. So that's the first part of this boulder that I'm trying to create. There are no long bolts for this long enough, so we can't use this hold, but I'm gonna take another hold from another boulder or borrow it. Sometimes the machine is just not strong enough. What do you call this? Manual labor?
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't set a boulder in so long that I felt kind of uncreative when I just started it. Oh, this is a heavy one. So this is gonna go there. Even though there's still one hold missing, I'm still gonna put this here, just for reference, to see how far you have to jump up. Because there's actually not gonna be a downwards dyno, it's just gonna be a sideways. When the holes are new like this, or just washed, they're really slippery. So you should put a little bit of chalk on it before you even try it, because it makes a big difference. If there's too much chalk, if there's too little chalk, it's gonna be slippery. So you want just the right amount. Usually I like to do this and then brush and then do some more. This one didn't have a hole for the support screw. So if there's no hold, I would usually just put a support screw here.
Yeah.
So it like locks it in position kind of. I honestly don't understand why they make holes like this without a support screw. Okay. So Earl has long arms, really long arms. So this is like a pretty big span for me. Like you're here, just on your balance point. I didn't want to put this further to the left, because if I did, you could just reach it probably. But here you go like this, and you switch in the same movement. So for me, you see I'm really spanned out.
Yeah.
But for him, that's gonna be okay, I think. I grab this and I jump to this, get my right foot on here. This jump, I think, is not gonna be too hard. And then you grab this. I think I match this. I come down to this again. I kick my toe out. I grab the top hold and I match it. And the key is to get the toe here, because if you don't have the toe here, you're not going to be able to match the top hold, because the top hold is really bad. So that is the plan. And now we'll see if the plan works out or not. I might have to do some small adjustments.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That looks super cool.
I mean, sometimes when you set a route like this or a boulder like this, you're kind of set in that way of doing it because that's your plan. And then someone comes without seeing your plan and they do it completely differently. So normally, if you want to make sure that there's no easier way, you need to try to cheat the boulder yourself. Try to do it a different way and see if that's easier. But Errol has been watching me, so he's probably going to try exactly the same way as me anyways.
So you are setting the route for me?
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
So Magnus's boulder looks like shit, but I'm going to set something real cool for you. And you are like climbing 60 plus?
Yeah, around 60 plus.
So I'll try to make something like on your limit, 60 plus, 7A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll see.
Perfect.
Do you have a plan, Al?
No.
No?
Alright, so do you have some sort of a plan before you start?
No, not even the slightest. But
you've chosen the holds?
yeah, some of them at least. And I'm setting for you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make it as uncomfortable as possible.
You know that I'm still, I haven't set for you yet.
I know. But it's like, I have no idea where to even start.
I think you're planning on using that as a start hold, start foot hold, like we did, because I have used one as a start foot hold. Earl has also used the triangle for his start foot hold. But you, Earl, what's this? This is for
this is just
for
a big
Markus.
mess. Yeah.
Planning on any like fancy moves or?
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It'd be fun to put in a figure 4. I don't think a lot of people have seen figure 4, and Markus probably doesn't know what it is either. Comment below if you know what a figure 4 is. I think less than 10% of the viewers will know. No, you can just make one and then I'll come back to you a little bit later and you can show it.
But I just like made this like really cool section.
But you still have the upper part that you haven't made.
Yeah.
I can make a figure 4 for him afterwards.
Yeah. Do it.
It looks like you're about finished.
Yeah. This boulder like turned out really ugly, but I don't care. It's not for me.
It's not for you.
No.
Selfish bastard.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
No, but I think it is like about 60.
Okay.
Maybe 60 plus.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to grade.
Is that the top hold up there?
No, I'll make a top hold or it will go straight to the top. to the edge.
Top edge of the, okay.
Yeah.
Another tip is to use the feature of the wall. I mean, the edge here is not very good because there's not so much friction, but you could potentially use this a little bit. Do you have any advice for him?
I told him to start with like
really low and awkward.
Yeah, for you, like a really crappy boulder. No, but I think it would be a good idea to start with a macro as a foothold and like a handhold.
Yeah, macro is another word for the triangles.
Yeah. And then you have like this green pinch, for example.
Yeah.
And you start like this, and you probably go in and match on the pinch, and then you go to like a shitty crimp or something.
Now it seems like he has a pretty good starting hold though. No?
Yeah, but he is doing something completely different, so I don't know. So he is starting with this like this knee bar.
Starting with the knee bar, that's perfect. Love it. Like a low knee bar.
Yeah.
This is perfect though.
Yeah. Perfect.
3 hours later. 2 days later. 5 months later. 1 eternity later. Is there not going to be anything between those two holes?
Nope. I don't know.
I think that'd be pretty hard.
How long arms do you think Magnus have? Like.
We should not interrupt though.
No, sorry.
Let him finish.
Let me finish this. Masterpiece of a boulder.
The IFSC, if you're listening or if you're watching, you know where to find them. And that was the last hold. So you satisfied with this?
Yeah. I think it looks decent. Start with
knee bar
here. So the idea is you come to this, match with your left, then you go out to this left foot high on this, down here, go out to this, and then my original plan was that you had to go left hand here and then catch it here, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work. And the top is a surprise. Just a
So how are you going to get from this hold to that one?
That's Magnus's
that's your problem, not my
problem.
Yeah, let's. I'll start trying this. Okay, and then you try my boulder afterwards, and then Markus will try your boulder at the end.
Yeah.
So first off, at least it's not like a ladder of holes, you know? I think a lot of people who set for the first time, they will do like left, right, left, right, left, right. Like you had you had an idea when you started. I'm gonna just chalk up a little bit because the holes are so greasy when they're new. I'm not gonna chalk up that hole because I don't think I'm gonna use it.
No? Yeah.
Okay, so how hard do you think this is? What's your estimate?
Yeah, I think if you use all the holes, I think it's maybe you have maybe a 7B.
7B.
But
not harder.
If you skip some, maybe down to 6.
The hold is getting easier.
That's not the way.
Should I try it the way you intended it though?
Yeah, but how would you grade that, the way you did it?
Now?
Yeah.
60 plus maybe?
Okay, try the way I intended.
Yeah, I'll try the way you intended it. So I even have to use this?
Yeah, no. You have to use that.
This is a big move.
There you go. Nice.
Come on.
Come on. Oh! Yeah, so it
works.
Yeah, it works, kinda.
Yeah, you're
if you
good.
don't
Good
cheat.
job.
Yeah, thanks.
The moves itself looks good.
Yeah, the moves look good. The only problem is that you can cheat it.
Yeah.
Well, that was really good. Well done for the first volley.
Yeah,
that was perfect. It's like also just
not perfect. A good route setter like forces the climber to do it in a certain way.
Yeah.
So if you are like a really good route setter, like set a boulder, there's only one way to do the boulder.
Yeah.
And the more technical and difficult the boulder is, the harder it is to like force a person into that position.
Yeah.
So if it's like 360s and like phasing out, whereas like all kinds of weird stuff, it's really hard to like force people to do.
How many stars?
How many stars?
Yeah.
Out of 5.
Out of 5? Like your way or my way? Like the easiest way or the hardest way?
Just the boulder in
boulder?
total. Yeah.
I would give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, so what did you have in mind when setting this for?
Well, I wanted to do a switch as the first move. So you grab it like this, because you want to go left. So you need it to hold it like this to start with. And then as soon as you grab this, you won't be able to hold on unless you switch.
Yep.
Unless you switch. And you have to do that in the same movement. And then you grab this.
I can try it first and then you can explain the...
Yeah, do that.
Words.
Oof. Well, nice.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah.
Nice.
Now you flip it. Alright, so that was not at all as I planned. He has long ass arms, so he didn't have to, he could go all the way like this. Like, for me it's really stretched out, so I thought even for him it would be too stretched out to hold it like this. But he could hold like that. The jump was the same, but also the top match. It's like the this hold is way too good. So you can use it as a foothold afterwards. I would have made some adjustments, but don't have time.
I tried to do it in the way Magnus intended.
Yeah.
With placing a toe hook.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel right, so I
It's
ended up
hard to get the toe out there, it seems.
No, it didn't feel right, so I stand on the big hole.
Well, it's still nice. Nice that you
But it
have
was
to do
good,
the jump.
really good boulder.
Yeah.
So what would you grade this one?
This one, at least 5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good boulder.
Okay, bouldering grade 7A.
Oh yeah,
7B.
the grade, probably 7A.
Yeah.
Or 7A plus.
All right, man. It's your turn to try the boulder.
So this looks...
Do you feel like you understand this one?
Yeah, I think I'm a bit unsure on this volume because it's 3 holes.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how to, or which ones to use or how to use them. So.
And how hard did you try to make this, Earl?
I was trying to make a 60 plus, but I think this one is a bit easier. It's also quite physical, I think.
Yeah.
Because the wall is pretty steep and the moves are quite big, so yeah. But I think it's perfect for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's perfect for you, man.
Yeah.
It's made for you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, dry fire.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, man.
Woo! Nice, come on. Oh. Yes, come on.
Come on.
No! The 360, that was your plan, right?
Yeah, that was
I think you should try to keep your feet on.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the beta with the clock?
Yeah. Should I show you?
Yeah.
So I think if you are not climbing that much, this is a boulder that is quite hard to read. So do your viewers know what a clock is?
I don't think. Probably 95% of the people.
No? I'll try to show. So this is the clock.
Yeah, okay, because you move, yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So beautiful. It's perfect.
Yeah, 6 stars.
There's nothing you would change about this board.
No, it's really good. Come on. Oh!
I would shuffle your hands around so
Yeah.
that you have left hand to the left and right hand to the right.
Like end up here.
It's a good grade for you though.
Yeah?
It's like, takes you a couple of tries, that's
Yeah,
good.
really.
Yeah.
Good job, Earl.
Thank you.
Good job.
Damn, he's rapid firing. It's like no break.
No break. Come on. Yes. Nice.
Come on.
Come on. Perfect. Come on.
Come on. Yeah.
Swing your foot.
Perfect.
Come on.
Get it?
Yes. And the
The
plate.
clock.
Come on.
Yes.
Yes. Come on.
Clock work.
Yes.
Nice.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes. It's good.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. No, just
Edge.
off
Come on,
the edge.
Come on. Come on.
There you go.
Match.
Woo!
Perfect.
Oh, nice, man.
Nice.
That was so satisfying getting that clock.
Yeah.
Felt so cool. 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
You looked really good. You climbed well.
Yeah.
But I feel like getting my toe all the way there. That was like really.
Yeah, but you stopped your like.
Yeah.
So
Stop the pedal. So
yeah, so if you do go like all the way,
yeah,
it's much easier. But if you stop here,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to make one more boulder.
Yeah, I need to make for Earl.
Yeah.
Earl for you, and you for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should all do it at the same time though.
Yeah.
Saves us some time.
It's already like 1 AM or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the idea behind this, Earl?
I tried to make like 7C or 7C plus, but I sort of lost my motivation halfway. So
We gotta say, we've been here for a long time, and it's
Yeah.
also
pretty tired.
we're pretty
Yeah.
tired, and we don't have a lot of holes to choose from, so it's kind of limited what we can set. I think this the second and the third move looks hard. Or like, yeah, this is the first. Like coming into this looks really hard, and going to this looks hard, and then it looks kind of okay after that. I think I need to put my right foot really high, and then just like come in.
Do the match.
Yeah.
Nice. Come on. Come on.
That foot is so high. What a masterpiece, man. I just wanted to kick it right up without having to walk it up, but it was really hard because your foot is so low, so you kind of want to step on something.
Too short.
Yeah, for this, for sure. Look at this high foot though. Is this really how you intended this?
No, I didn't intend it that way. Like the idea was to go first left and then place a toe hook or
Okay.
heel hook right here, and then go like
That's
bow.
almost just as high though.
What is it?
Yeah.
It looks like so.
What you could do is place a heel hook and then cross, but I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it the way I tried it.
Yeah. We believe in you.
Yeah.
Come on. Yes. Come on.
Nice. Oh.
Goodness. Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna try the rest of the boulder to see how that is. Just in case I ever get through this beginning. Yeah,
So it's okay.
top is okay. Just like I thought. So it comes down to this move, but I think this is the real crux going to this. This is such an awkward position. We could go like, yes, come here.
You change it.
Huh?
You could change it to a
No, we're not gonna.
bigger hole.
No. Should be just like that. We like it hard.
Well, it looks awkward.
It's pretty awkward. But it's only that one move, so.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I think that was the last try for me.
Yeah.
3 tries, that's enough. Because this is gonna break my fingers, but I definitely think it's more like 7C plus, maybe 8A, this one. Yeah. It's like a 1 move boulder. I would give it 2 stars though.
2 stars?
Oh, worse than mine though.
It's probably just because I can't do the boulder.
Yeah.
If you want a high rating, you need to make him easy. Doesn't look too bad.
Where do I start?
Okay, start on these 2 holes.
These 2.
Yeah, and put here.
Come on.
Way too easy.
So what grade would you give this?
6B plus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Probably.
And stars?
3 stars.
3 stars, wow, you're kind.
Yeah. Because the start was a bit, I don't know, messy.
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't really use this one. Only as a foothold. Yeah, but it's good. To be like the first time you...
First time setting it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Alright man, last up.
Okay.
And then I think we'll end things off with going through some holds.
Yep.
Just looking at a bunch of different holds.
Yep.
Can I have the chalk? So this time is actually a lot harder, I think, for you. I think this is around 6C plus.
Yeah, okay.
If you do this, it's gonna be like pretty hard. I'll even tick mark a couple of holds that are hard to see.
This looks way worse than the one before.
Yeah.
So these 2, start?
Yep. Come on. Yeah. Nice. Come on.
Oh!
Almost. You didn't feel like you wanted that left heel?
No.
Because I think it's harder to go for it, but when
Yeah.
you have the next hold, that toe hook is going to help you stop the rotation.
I'll try once more without the toe hook and then...
Yeah.
But these holes are sharp, man.
Yeah, yeah. And especially after the first...
Yeah.
Come on, nice. Dab. Yep. Come on, get it.
Oh.
It's a pretty old school boulder.
Yeah.
It's like straight down crimping. Yeah. Come on.
Oh.
That was the wrong hand. If you tried it that way, I think you'd have a problem afterwards.
Yeah. Felt it as I was going for it. You wanna try it, Erlend?
Yeah.
Come on.
Nice.
Easy. Sweet. Even got that upper toe hook.
Yeah.
I changed that volume though.
You changed it. Yeah, the last one.
Yeah, because you didn't use it on the first problem.
Yeah.
Kill.
Nice one.
As a wrap. Now this gym has 6 more beautiful boulders.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So to end things off today, we're gonna go through a bunch of different holds. We've collected some nice holds, some ugly holds, some good holds, some bad holds. Just naming a few different types. First hold in the bag, It's like a classic crimp. And it's also nice, this has dual texture around the corner, so that if you place it like this, you can't really use it as a foothold afterwards. It's not too rough, it's pretty rounded and nice, and it feels like sandstone.
But on this crimp you are able to use your thumb as well.
Yeah.
Sort of like a pinch.
Yeah, actually
in a way.
if you place it like this, it'd be a pinch.
Yeah.
Then you want your thumb on it. If you place it like this, you just want to pull down on it like that.
So it kind of depends on the angle.
Yeah. This hole I don't really like that much. It's like weird, don't really know how to grab it. It's hard to force the climber into the sequence that you want. But there's so many ways you can cheat it, you know, if you place this as... That sound is... It sounds like someone strangling a cat.
Jesus.
I prefer it if it was just a clean pinch without all this stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
And then probably the ugliest hold I could find. What is this? It looks like a chicken something, like at the head of a chicken or something.
And it doesn't really fit in your hand.
No.
It's just, I don't know, strange.
Usually holds that you can hook are not bad holds, but like ugly holds. If you can hook it like this, because no one wants to climb like this. Then you do dry tooling or ice climbing, because this is not, you're not using your fingers at all. It's not interesting, you're just pulling. So this is a very ugly hold. Found another one in the same color. I think these are probably made like 20 years ago, because no one makes holds like these anymore. And then this, it's a nice texture and everything, and it can be used kind of, I think this, for me, this is good for lead climbing. I could set a route with this, but a boulder is tricky because there's so many different ways of holding it.
Yeah, I don't like this hold. It doesn't fit good in your hand, and it's quite messy.
Yeah, I know. You don't really know how to grab it, and also you can, I don't know, you don't have to, it's hard to force a climber into your sequence that way. These are cool, screw-ons. Yeah, I don't know, I like using these on volumes. This is a volume or what do you call it?
Macro.
Macro.
Yeah.
Holds like this fit really well on the volume, just because they're rounded and nice. Because the volume creates a steeper angle. So if you have a sharp hold and you put it on the volume, it's gonna feel even sharper. But this is like rounded and nice.
So with macros you are able to use quite bad holds on quite steep angles, because it creates a sharper angle.
Yeah, and also you can change the wall a lot, and that's why you don't like structured walls like the one behind us. It's because you can't put any of these on it, so you can't really change the wall that much. So yeah, macros. And then this thing, I kind of like this thing. It's kind of cool, just because you can set a lot of different things because it's sticking out.
It's cool for bouldering.
You can sit on it. You can wrap your hands around it like that. It's a playful hold, kind of. It's not gonna make you a lot stronger or anything. Like these holds are really good for training. This is not really good for training, but you can set some fun boulders with it.
Yeah, I think for bouldering this is quite cool, but for lead climbing it's quite bad.
Pocket, 2-finger pocket. This is a pretty slopey 2-finger pocket. Slopey is the same as negative. So if it's positive, it goes down. Like this is pretty positive because it goes down. If it was this way, it would be negative because it's not going down. There's no edge to it, no lip. This is a slopey 2-finger pocket. This is a 1-finger pocket, also called a mono. I like that hold. This is also dual texture around the
edge.
Yeah, so you can't use it as a foothold afterwards if it's placed correctly. This hold I don't really like. It's too rough on the skin. I don't like this at all.
It's supposed to look like rock.
Rock, yeah.
But
that's also too rough for the skin. Like that's gonna wear out your skin really quickly, and you're not gonna be able to train for as long as you could have. Like painful holds outdoor make sense, but when they're made by humans like this, why make them ugly and painful like that? I don't know. This one I think is pretty cool. It's slopey, you can grab it. I mean, you can grab it many ways, but it's definitely better this way.
There's not that much of friction on it, so
yeah,
it's pretty nice to your skin.
Oh, this one, another beautiful one.
Beautiful. Like, why would you make this one? It doesn't fit.
But it was made 20 years ago when they didn't know any better.
Yeah,
this one is kind of interesting. Could be used as a thumb. Most likely it'd be used as a foothold, I think.
Yeah.
Either this way or that way. One hand sloper, jug, one-hand jug. It's also a two-hand jug, but I guess it could also be used as a pinch. Yeah. So this is a typical jug. Jug is like the best hold. That's just because it feels like a jug. I mean, a jug is positive and is also pretty big. But of course, like this is a jug on a vertical wall, but if it's really steep, it's not a jug anymore. If you're climbing on jugs, it usually means you're climbing pretty easy routes and boulders. Yeah. So when you start climbing, you want to climb on jugs. I think that was it.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know, fun to, this is something we have never done before. But that was it from this climbing gym. I'll probably be back when it's finished, when all the walls are up. And it's going to be pretty sick, I think. I think it's going to be just as good as the climbing gym in Oslo. And Kristiansand is a much smaller town than Oslo, so I think the climbers here are pretty lucky. Yeah, I mean, this is also higher quality than the one in Oslo, I think. Spending more money here per square meter than in Oslo. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're investing in a really good gym here.
Yeah. We're actually both investors in this one.
Yeah.
So you should come visit if you're in the area. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe as always, and we will see you in the next video.